So in this third video, we are going to see the different unethical practices in the computer. So the unethical practices include plagiarism, cyberbullying, and phishing. So we're going to learn about these three in today's class. So let us see first plagiarism. Plagiarism is when you use someone else's words or ideas and pass them off as your own. See, you might have seen somebody already has created some word or there's some dialogue. You keep passing on as if it is your own. So that is called plagiarism. So you should be avoiding such thing. It is unethical actually. International copyright laws also state that expression of the original is considered as intellectual property. It's someone's intellectual property, is it not? See, you created a dialogue and somebody else tries to use the dialogue and say it is his own. Will you like it? No. In the same manner, suppose there's an idea or some software which is created by somebody, we can't use it as our own. It is protected by copyright laws. It has become very easy with technological advances like web searching. We copy and paste. So we Google out many things, we try to copy and paste it. That is actually not right. Even though if you are trying to use it, you should also try to give a citation that yes, it has been extracted from so and so website and it has been given by somebody. So and so has told this. So that way you can avoid plagiarism. So when you try to use someone else's words or ideas and pass them off as your own, it is called as plagiarism. Now how do we take measures so that we can prevent plagiarism is you have to properly cite the sources. The process of acknowledging the original writer and the source from where the material has been taken is called citation. So whenever you're trying to see nowadays for any project work we are given, what is it we do is we try to Google out, we try to copy paste it. It's fine. You can use a little about it, but you have to always give a citation that this information which you have prepared is from so and so site. I have taken help from so and so site. That way you can avoid plagiarism. We must specify the source, which informs the basis of our ideas and the extent of our research. Citation gives strength to our source. So, to avoid plagiarism, you should always give a citation information that I have used so and so sites. From this sites, I have extracted information and tried to create this particular project work, what I have done. You have to always give citation of your content which you have prepared. Now, other way is properly quote and paraphrase. You can include information from outside sources through proper paraphrasing and quoting. So you can't always write on your own. Okay, you are not authors, you are not writers. But yes, you can always paraphrase it or quote it so that you can avoid this plagiarism. Now what is quoting? Quoting means copying a piece of text word for word. The copied text must be introduced in your own words, enclosed in quotation marks and correctly attributed to the original author. Now for example, if you see, according to Cronon, the concept of wilderness is a cultural invention. See, I am trying to cite this in this sentence, the citation that according to so and so, and whatever he has told should be always given in the quotation mark. As you can see here, it is given in the quotation mark, and also you have to give the reference from where. In 1995, page number 69, from there Koronen has told this. So this is what is told. So this is the, you can copy it, but always give it in the quotation mark. So this is the one way where you can avoid the plagiarism. Now what is the other way is you have to go for paraphrasing. Now what is paraphrasing? Paraphrasing means using your own words to explain something from a source. It allows you to give you only the most important information from a passage. So paraphrasing is, there might be a particular concept explained very well in Google or in some website. You can try to use that as a source, create your own sentences by changing the order of it, and then it becomes paraphrasing, and you can avoid the plagiarism. Now let us have a quick look at the example. What actually is plagiarism? So here see original text. This is what is the original text, which is given in a lengthy passage. So Koronen in 1995, page number 70. Go back to 50 years in America and European history. You do not find nearly so many people. So all this is there. Suppose you like this passage and you want to write something on this passage. Yeah, you can very well copy paste, but you can't do it exactly as it is. You can just simply can't take it and copy and paste it. If you do that, it is called plagiarism. Now, plagiarized text, how would it look like? See, we have reduced the number of lines, but it looks almost all same like the original text. Though we are cited here, it still is not called, it is not avoiding plagiarism. If suppose you want to avoid plagiarism, you have to go for paraphrased text. Now, what is paraphrased text? So, what is it you have done? You have tried to extract some information. You have written it in your own words. Though it is, you have read that and tried to write it in your own words, and you also given citation. This is called paraphrased text. In the paraphrased example, the author's main point has been rephrased. You are not writing it exactly, you are not copying it exactly, you are trying to rephrase it and try to project the content and condensed it. The order of the information and sentence structure have been changed. So, whenever you are trying to paraphrasing, you are actually rephrasing the sentence, condensing it to a smaller length, and also the order of information sentence also have been changed. Then it is called paraphrased. In the plagiarized example, even though the text is not identical, many of the same phrases have been used and the information is present in the same order with the same structure. See, when you say plagiarization, you are trying to copy paste exactly. Probably if there are 10 sentences, if you copy 5 sentences in the same order, it is still plagiarized only. So, to avoid plagiarization, you should be rephrasing the sentence, and also you have to change the order and the information and the sentence structure, then only you can avoid plagiarization. Even with the citation, this passage would very likely be flagged as plagiarized. So, plagiarization is actually unethical. So, you should not be copy pasting somebody's information and try to present it as your own. So, in order to avoid that, you have to paraphrase the text. So, what is paraphrasing? Trying to rephrase it and condense it, try to change the order and information and sentence structure of the original, then you can avoid plagiarism. The next is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place over the digital device like cell phone, computers, and tablets. So you might be bullying your friend by calling him with nickname, laddu, bondam, something. Similarly, if you use the same name to insult somebody through the computer, it is called cyberbullying. Now, it can occur through SMS, text, apps, or on online in social media, forums, or gaming where people can view, participate in, or share content. So, all these media you use to try to humiliate somebody, try to hurt somebody, that is called cyberbullying. It includes sending, posting, and sharing negative and harmful, false, and or mean content about someone else. So, when you try to give a wrong information or try to send negative information about somebody, it is called cyberbullying. It can include sharing personal or private information about someone else, causing embarrassment or humiliation. So, when you try to share some friend's information which is actually humiliating that person, that is also called cyberbullying. Now, what are the measures you have to take up so that you can prevent cyberbullying? Is do not disclose your identity to unknown persons. Never give your identity to unknown person. Safeguard your password and all private information from inquisitive peers. If you feel you have a friend who can misuse information, you should not be sharing the password with him. Set up privacy controls, restrict who can see your online profile to only trusted friends. So you might have seen in WhatsApp, Facebook and all, you should always check that the photo profiles are only visible to your contacts, not to everybody on the list. The other way is never open messages from people you don't know. Delete all messages without reading them from people you don't know, as they could contain viruses and infect your computers. So because when you receive mails or messages from person whom you don't know, you should not read it. You might have seen some people sending, you have one crore of rupees. You can just simply give your credit card number or some account number, it will be credited. Never ever try to open that messages, just simply delete it. It will be carrying viruses with it. Keep the photos profiles. That is, before sending a racy photo of yourself to a peer and posting it online, consider if this is something you would want others to see, especially your family. Bullies can use this picture as ammunition to make your life miserable. So, whenever you're trying to post some pictures on the Facebook or in the WhatsApp profile, always be careful that you don't send the images so that they can misuse it in a wrong way. You should always be sending good photographs as a profile for your online Facebook or WhatsApp. The next unethical practice is phishing. Now, what is phishing? One of the primary modes to get access is phishing. Sending a fake emails from suspiciously reputable companies in hopes of gaining access to credit card numbers, bank accounts, and other sensitive information. So you might have been receiving emails as if it is from some SBI bank or some Bank of India something. You might be receiving, but actually those are sent by the hackers so that they can get track of your information. So you should not be opening that. The goal is to trick the email recipient into believing that the message is something they want or need, a request from their bank, for instance, or a note from someone in the company, and to click a link and download attachment. So you might be receiving mails from somebody. If you are receiving a mail from unknown person asking for some personal information or trying to click on a link or download an attachment, you should never do that, because it will be carrying a lot of malicious software and viruses which can affect your computer, and it can make your computer damage. Now, how do you prevent? How can you prevent yourself from phishing? Is identify the suspected phishing emails that come from unrecognized senders. Guard against scam. So, whenever you are receiving a mail from unrecognized sender, you don't know. You are like, there is an offer which can give you a discount of 10%. Don't just fall for such traps and never open such mails. Do not click on links or download files or open attachment in emails from unknown senders. Never try to open the links or download files whenever you are receiving emails from unknown senders. Just try to delete it from your inbox. Beware of links in emails that ask for the personal details. So never try to share your personal details like your bank account details or IFSC code or credit card numbers, ATM PIN numbers. You should never be sharing all these personal details through the links which are provided through the emails. The other way to prevent phishing is enhance the security of your computer by protecting it with firewall, spam filters, antivirus, anti-spyware software. So you every time your computer should have all these softwares. Like you can have any one of them, firewalls or a spam filters, antivirus, so that if suppose they can identify the websites or the mails which are coming from a wrong person, and they can avoid the attacking your computer. Check your bank accounts and bank statement regularly to ensure no unauthorized transactions are made. So always you have to make sure that your bank accounts and bank statements are regularly taken, so that you know if there is unwanted credit or debits happening into your bank account. You can keep a track and also cut short all these phishing people from taking your personal information. So now this is called bibliography. As I told you in the beginning, when you are trying to use the information from any website, you should always at the end of your presentation you should give a bibliography, that is the site names which you have used in order to create this content. So here I have made use of Wikipedia and Techopedia. So that is the reason why I have given a bibliography. So this is the way we avoid the plagiarism or copying of text from some website and trying to show it as own. I hope you have understood today's topic. Today's topic was about unethical practices, about plagiarism and cyberbullying and phishing. So we have also discussed about how to prevent yourself from all these unethical practices. Try to follow those and become a ethical computer users. Thank you. Stay safe, stay home, and stay strong.